Good afternoon to all my awesome friends and family. And you know that I've been joining in with Martin Midlife Adventures for quite a few months. I've been following this channel for about a year. They made me aware of how important it is to start prepping our pantry and freezer to make sure we have extra stuff, food, supplies for whatever comes our way. Just look at what Ukraine is dealing with. We all need to get behind them and see what we can let loose of and send their way. They need our help a lot, my awesome Americans. Well, besides that, this is why I'm prepping, because we don't know what's coming our way in the future, and we need to be prepared. But remember another thing. Yes, you can prepare for a year, 2 years of food shortages, and it may happen. But the trouble is, when you bomb a country like Ukraine back into the Stone Age, all that stuff you prepared will be gone. So don't over-prepare and waste your money. Make sure what you're buying is things you're going to need and use. Don't buy so much food that you are letting stuff go bad. That's why you never see a lot of grocery shopping on my channel. I have totally stocked up my pantry from top to bottom. I have totally stocked up my freezer. There is no more room. I'm only adding what I need. That's what's important. Good afternoon, my awesome friends and family. Well, I wanted to share with you our grocery shopping for this week. We need to keep our pantry well stocked. Prepping the pantry and emergency food. We need to make sure, because we don't know where things are going, that we need to have basic supplies at all times on our property. And I have a full pantry and I have a full freezer. I am not going to be stocking up massive amounts of food that may go bad. I have to think about the money I'm spending. I did go get a loaf of Cheesecake Factory bread, brown bread. I love it. I buy it once a month. It's a little pricey, but I think I can afford to buy it. And we need to be able to treat ourselves so we don't feel like we're depriving ourselves. I get a loaf of Wonder Bread every week, and we love it. And I don't like getting cheap bread. Also, I bought another peanut butter. Not that I needed it, I just bought it. And I bought another Quaker Oats old-fashioned. I didn't need that either, but I bought it because I want to be well-stocked for the pantry. We need to make sure we have enough emergency food in case things go bad. Things that don't need to be refrigerated. If I have to make a peanut butter sandwich or peanut butter on crackers because I don't have to worry about it going bad so quick, I have something. The oatmeal is the same way. I did stock up on the Hot Pockets because my husband was 100% out. I bought 2. I don't want to buy a lot of freezer food and have it go bad, so I just bought 2. I got some Stater Brother raisins. We still had some, but I would like to make sure we have enough of that also. It's one of those foods that you mix with a lot of other foods and you can make things taste so much better. I love raisins in my oatmeal, and I use chocolate milk also. I know it sounds sort of funny to say that's how I eat my oatmeal, but that's how I eat it. It tastes so good and yummy. And on the brawny paper towels, I also get the kind that have the half sheet. So if you need a big piece or a little piece, it's no big deal. You know, we have to make do with what we have. And we need to make sure we're well stocked ahead. I try to keep paper towels and toilet paper at least 6 months stocked up. And my grandchildren think I'm crazy. But you know, when you can't get something for long periods of time, you get nervous. We always had food we could eat, even when things were really bad here last year. But I am not taking any chances this year. And as you can see, that how it shows you that these are little slices instead of the bigger ones. It's more cost effective to buy this, because sometimes I just need a little piece to dry my hands or wipe an area up. I don't need a great big one. And then sometimes I'll even lay them out for they will dry, for I can reuse them. I'm so cheap. And then we were totally out of yogurt. And my husband loves that, so I always buy him that. So I bought the strawberry and the peach yogurt. That's his favorite. We were out of these burritos. He likes meat better, but we haven't had any meat burritos probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I bought 10. Hopefully he'll eat it. If not, I have grandkids and great-grandkids, and when they come over, it only costs $4 for 10 burritos. It's a cost-effective way to eat. And, of course, we always have apples and bananas in our house, so I buy them every week. I don't like to buy a lot because I don't like seeing things go bad. But we always buy fresh. And, of course, I'm growing things in my garden. My golden berries I eat almost every day. And then we got our Twinkies berry mix. I like that really well. And I know it sounds crazy for old people to be eating Little Debbie unicorn sprinkles with strawberries, but we are, and we like them. They're snack cakes, and they're not too big, and they go a long ways. I buy the smaller packages of fresh cookies from Stater Brothers. They're chocolate chip and peanut butter. That way there's something just to open and get 1 or 2 cookies and then close it back up. You know, we all need to have snacks, and this kind of snack is only 10 in a package, so we don't have a lot of stuff going bad. And, of course, I bought some fresh veggies to steam later in the week. I'll cut them in half, put a little bit of water and some butter, and stick it in the microwave for a few seconds. Well, not seconds, but maybe a minute or so until they're tender. And it makes a great meal, and that's enough for one meal for me and my husband. And I love it. We all have things we like. And, of course, Grandpa got his cream of potato soup. He didn't really need any this week, but I figured, well, let me go ahead and get 3 cans, even though we didn't need any, to make sure we were stocking up. I got some new tea for Tea Tuesday, mango and passion fruit. Don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't think I've ever had it. If I don't like it, I'll give it to one of the grandkids. I thought I would tell you about this. V8 has been missing. I don't know if you haven't noticed. I don't think I've showed buying it for at least a month to 2 months now because I haven't been able to find it. Well, today they had some, so of course I bought a 6-pack. And now I think I know what the problem was. It used to be 12 ounces in these cans. Now there's 11 and a half, so I guess they had to take time to redo their equipment to take away a half an ounce. So anyway, I still bought a 6-pack. It's still not a bad price. The price was the same. They just cut down on the ounces themselves. And instead of getting a big milk, I just got a small one because we don't always drink that much milk. And then, of course, the Heinz ketchup. I bought 2 more bottles of that because we never want to get where we don't have something in the pantry stocked up. And that's something that will last quite a while before going bad. So that's what I bought this week at the grocery store. And you know, don't buy more than you're going to really eat. We make sure we have a full pantry at all times. And I have extra food even than what's in that pantry that I can re-put in there. But I don't want to get so much food that I have food going bad. So be careful. Don't waste your money on too much food you're going to have to throw away. We are going to have to really tighten our belts because everything is really going up in price here. We don't know what's going to happen next year. We don't even know what's going to happen next month. We're on the verge of going into World War III. We need to be calm and think about where we're heading. Don't get ourselves worked up and not getting upset. Don't buy so much food because if a bomb drops on your home, all that money, all that stockpiling will be gone anyway. But don't be where you don't have enough for at least 5 or 6 months. I know a lot of you go out there and stock up for enough food for, I don't know, I've seen some people, they have like 2 or 3 years worth of food. So be careful. Also wanted to share with you, I got 4 bleaches also this week. I was surprised about the bleaches too. I saw some bleach, same brand, everything, side by side. One said 30% more. I forgot to mention, we got this seedless raspberry, red raspberry jelly too. I forgot to mention that. But let me get back to the bleach now. The bleach was quite a bit different in price. I wanted to mention to you about the bleach. The bleach had some other containers of bleach, same size of container, said they had 33% more bleach for the price. This bleach and the other bleach was exactly the same manufacturer, and this one had more. So make sure you check the weight on the products you're buying. Just because something tells you it has 33% more doesn't mean it does. This was the same and the same price. This was a better buy.